So you've touched upon being very clear right at the time of acquisition. What is the problem that your app is solving? Like make a clear promise so that people know what to expect.
Hmm.
And then you touched upon among the strategies to retain people. You touched upon like value. That's the logical starting point.
Hmm.
Second, you said emotional,
Connection.
like emotional connection. Yeah. And then you also touched upon the idea of community. I think
Building.
we kind of spoke about that in some detail, and I think that's a great point because that's where you humanize your app and you create that sense of belonging. We've also touched upon educational content and knowledge, which makes difficult concepts easy and basically also serves in a way of self-help,
Yeah.
right? Now let's talk about more of these, and also we touched upon, the last one was rewards and points and loyalty mechanisms.
Hmm.
Again, powerful trigger for people to remember that, hey, wasn't I supposed to get something here?
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Yeah, great.
Like literally, I went for a movie that day, to a cinema, and they're like, there was just a bar said, do you have this app? I said, naam to dekha hua hai somewhere, I must have it. Then I asked them, is this app? Because I had it. I didn't even remember I had it because I've stored it in one folder, and then in that folder I've kept all the faltu, like not all, all these occasional use apps that I keep it because I know I want to. But this is how a customer thinks. Unfortunately,
Yep.
this is the truth of they think it's like, I don't know when I'll use it. For now, let me just store it all in one place.
Yeah.
Kab kaam aa gaya to aa gaya. And I
Yes.
was like, oh, and then I remembered I had like 20 dirhams in that. So they're like, you can redeem it. I said, Arey, mera nachos free aa gaya. Like I got my free nachos because of that. So,
Well, never
so
waste
you don't know when
anything,
you
huh?
get those
Yeah.
points. So you never waste anything. So that's how a customer thinks is how you, but, but again, the app never told me. It should have caught my geolocation and said, hey, here's why you can use your points. Or
Yeah,
hey, here's what
it
you can
missed
apply.
out on the opportunity.
Exactly, it missed out on the opportunity. This is where I feel like customers, like when you're around in Zomato, if you see, they'll tell you, here's where you can find a deal. Now, I don't open Zomato every day, but Zomato has told me you're in this location, so why don't you do this thing? The
Right.
app
That's like
should have
going
told me.
out of the way to help, right?
But these are the experiences people want. Na? They're not going to remember you. The app has to remind you that, listen, you need to use me because you're here now. Yahan meri chalti hai types. So,
Yeah, like going out of the way and looking out for the users, right? Like kind of
exactly.
being openly there on their side.
Yeah, yeah. To remind them, say, I'm here, and like share. Like the app that I was using is called Share, which is a UAE based app, and they have like different tie-ups with different businesses and
Hmm.
brands and everything
Hmm.
else. So I should have realized that, oh, I can't connect if I'm going to walk cinemas, then I have to use Share It. But if I'm going to Tim Hortons, I have to use another app. How will a customer remember all this information? You should be able to provide the customer saying, hey, if you're here, why don't make sure you use our app. So
It's
by
kind of
tagging,
almost like the app putting its hand up saying, "Hey, it's me."
exactly,
Not
exactly.
that one, not this one, it's me, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how you
Yeah,
want to tell the app, no?
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you're just completely removing this mental effort on the part of
Of
the
the
user
customer.
to like
Yes.
recall,
Yeah.
and you're also kind of not taking any chances because one of the big problems is sometimes people are in their own world. Like you don't know what's happening in their life at that point of time, right?
Yeah, and then you miss out on the value that you have to offer the customer. The customer misses out on your value, and then this app is never opened again. So
Yeah.
by showing them that, when I was in Delhi once, a couple of years back, I went to this place, and they're like, "Hey, here are a few amazing restaurants around the corner that you can explore." I
Hmm.
was like, "Man, that's cool. I can check it out." Because see, like it was dinner time, I was hungry. So by
Very
understanding.
timely. Yeah, very timely.
Exactly. By using data, you can actually offer personalized experiences to customers, saying, make sure you have these rewards here. We'll give you 10% off if you go within these 2 hours, if you're around the area. So then I'll remember कि अरे मेरे को 5% off मिला या 10% off मिला. Then
Hmm.
based on that, I will go back every time I'm there. I will never forget. See, when an app gives you something, you don't forget it.
Right.
You will remember it. You will say, huh, from this app, why do you go back to Amazon? Why do you go back to Paytm? They give you something in return for you doing something.
It's a very memorable thing, right? And we
You'll not
don't forget
forget.
because, I mean, to be honest, this is a world where usually people don't give much, but
Yeah,
when
exactly.
but
And
when the
especially
app
from an
does,
app.
exactly, but when the app does it, and it really kind of puts a mark in your memory, saying, yeah, nice,
Yeah.
nice, good app.
Yeah. Then I will keep this app. It's mein kaam ki cheez hai.
Right, right. So that's how they're kind of winning you over and making sure that you really have that connection, even if it's like, okay, I understand I don't have to open it every day, but I know it's got my back.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Exactly.
yeah, that's a very like a priceless feeling to have, right? That there's an app
Again,
for
yeah,
yeah,
again, sorry, please finish.
yeah, like it's a very priceless feeling to know that there is somebody who's kind of looking out for you, and I mean that's very that makes you feel really great in today's world,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Which
Where
is
like
which is where the
promises are like
emotion.
there are a lot of promises, but like delivery rate is kind of low.
Yeah, and this is
uh,
where an emotional connection comes in. Now, today, I remember something that happened to me 4 years ago so randomly. So, the fact that I still remember about it and I'm talking about it here, the app must be still on my phone or something, right? Because I
Correct.
remember that memory. So, the experience matters.